I have like vivid memories that are here and there. And the ones that I do remember have been like me seeing what I now can identify as what most people call angels. At the time, I wasn't like, oh, it's an angel. At the time, I just knew that it was love, you know? And at the time, I called everything God. That was that energy of love. And no matter how it looked, to me, it was the same thing. And as I said, as I got older, it became more, I would use more language to define what I would see. But the irony is that it's not anything I would actually go into conversation with people. So even the languaging and understanding wasn't anything that I was like at 10 or 12 telling my mom, oh, I saw an angel. It wasn't like that. To me, it was very normal. And I actually thought everybody got to see and hear the voice. So throughout my life, my mom, whenever I would be like, oh, I was just like, I'm literally just talking in conversation, kind of like if I was hanging out with a friend, right? You know, when you were a kid with a friend, you're not like, oh, this was this or this was that. It was just sharing a story. So anytime I would share these stories with my mom, my dad, even my grandma remembers this. It was just like, I was treated like it was normal. And I actually didn't, when I went to high school, I moved to the States when I was 12 through a divorce, and they helped me through that. And a challenge that I had at 12 was because I saw visions of my parents separating. And when it happened, I always thought it was me who made it happen, because since I saw the vision of them separating, I thought that I made it happen because I saw it, if that makes sense. So it was part of what they would help me to understand that it was never me. So they would help me cope again with certain emotions and things. And they would also teach me in middle school, the first thing that I can, no, honestly, that's not accurate. They're telling me that's not accurate. Some of the things, I'll say it like that. Some of the things that I remember being taught when I was in middle school, when I came from Puerto Rico, I had a really hard time because I got picked on a lot. I had an accent. My English wasn't that good, because I spoke Spanish mostly. And my mom didn't let me shave my legs. Like literally, this is stuff that I struggled with in middle school. And I remember being always like self-conscious and kids picking on me and girls picking on me. But it was during that time, especially that time, where they started teaching or training me about confidence. And they would tell me like, stand up straight. They would tell me question everything, not question everything to challenge people, but more of like don't make it a truth, like question everything and decide, is this true for you? So whenever kids would pick on me or I would hear stuff in class, I would audibly hear the voice say, question everything. And it was more an invitation, kind of like, is this what you want as your truth, or is this what you want to believe or not? And I would always be reminded that I had a choice. And sometimes whenever anything like that would happen, I would hear question everything. Whenever I would hear that, it would open up my intuition to see more what was really happening. So if a girl was being mean to me and that question would be asked or that would be posed to me to think about, I would see that maybe the girl was getting bullied at home or abused, or like I would actually see the reason why certain people were being a certain way, because it was never about me, or it was never about like what I thought it was. So that's why they would also teach me that. And then in classroom, when they would do that for me and I was learning a concept, it would cause me to actually see what happened in history and stuff like that. So it was a way to also train my intuition. At least that's how I take it now as an adult, or I interpret it now as an adult. Because as a child, I don't think my mind was like doing this whole observation, right? As a child, I was just having the experience and being in the moment of that.